Welcome to DCS World. This is the classic F86 Sabre. Just look at this beautiful aircraft. It's modelled to perfection as you'd expect from this sim, and there's no fly-by-wire throttles here. This is all about stick and rudder skills. If you overstep the mark just by a degree, you've had it. Now, I've got fond memories of this aircraft at many UK air shows back in the day, shall we say, and I always wonder what it would be like to fly one of these things. They always look so much fun to fly, man and machine together, and I'm not disappointed, I tell you that now. Out of all the aircraft I've flown now in DCS, and I've flown pretty much all of them, there's only a handful that get my approval in terms of getting under my skin. This is one of them, without a doubt. Now this is America's answer really to the F-15 with its very first wing-swept design. And if we look inside the cockpit here, it is the same story. It is analog gauges, dials. You won't see any DDI displays here or any real modern kit, and it's all the better for it really. It is a beautifully modelled aircraft inside and out, and we're going to take this for a display on this airbase here. We're going to imagine that there's loads of airshow goers here today, and we're going to put it through its paces. So first of all, we need to get the ground power activated. Now this is one of the aircraft where it's very easy to learn certain things. It's quite simple to learn, but it's hard to master. It's all about
Chief, turn on the ground power.
It's all about the flying in this thing. And
Copy.
it will bite you if you get it wrong. And it has. I've crashed this loads of
Ground
times.
power is now on.
I've been flying this thing pretty much all day and learning all of its idiosyncrasies, all of its little behaviours and characteristics, which it has many. So we're going to crank those engines. Once our readout is at 6%, we'll add fuel. I need to assign that really to my yoke. And we'll go outside and listen to this aircraft spool up. Very nice sounds, very, it's got a certain metallic whine to it that I love about this era of classic jet. Now we need to just distinguish this light here. And then close the canopy. Disconnect ground power. And we are about ready to go. That's as simple as it is in this aircraft.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
But don't be fooled, trust me, do not be fooled.
Copy.
Parking brake is off.
Ground power is now off.
You need quite a bit of a heft to get this bird rolling. And it's all about managing your airspeed and your altitude. It is a powerful bird, but you need momentum, if that makes sense. Clouds are getting dark here. Do you know, I've noticed in this area that there is a lot of rain clouds around, and they sweep across the airfield and you see the rain on the canopy. I never knew DCS did that. In fact, that's perfect timing. Look, can you see the rain there on the canopy? And like the rain sweeping across. That is so damn cool. I've never seen that before in this sim yet. I'm telling you, this could be a fantastic GA simulator, never mind a combat sim. Look at this rain. Looks incredible. And taxiing on the ground is also quite easy really, because you've got left and right toe brakes, you've got excellent visibility out the front there. I think the only thing is it's the lag of the engine. You have to manage that, and you can soon come to a stop in a turn if you don't manage your engine and your pedals. You've got to be in, I mean, that's kind of what it is about this aircraft. It's man and machine in perfect harmony, in the sense that you have to really get a feel for the aircraft, and it also feels like you sit inside it, like you're part of it, like you're wearing it, a bit like a Spitfire, in the sense that it's, you almost fly it by telepathy. This one's a keeper, guys, it really is. So as we get onto our runway threshold here, 21 right, we're going to keep the flaps at the mid-range point. The sun has now come out again. Eat your heart out, Microsoft Flight Sim dynamic weather. This is brilliant. And I think we're ready to go. We'll hold the brakes and spool those engines up. As you can see there, the dial is going to go up. Oh, it's so nice. It's a refreshing change to experience something very different from the more modern jets. Here we go, brakes off. Let's get airborne. And as the rudder comes alive in that wind, we'll try and maintain centre line, but I want to show you outside as we take off, because it is a gorgeous looking jet, it really is. How evocative is that? How beautiful is that? It reminds me of a DB7 Aston Martin. It's just something about it, it's completely got under my skin. I can't describe it. Words fail me with this aircraft. It's just the way they've captured it, and to think that this is just all computer code, but when I'm in VR, it's not. It's a living, breathing machine. So we're going to go for our first pass now and begin our display. You've really got to respect this aircraft. It's a very different beast to the F-18. It's harder to fly, I think, personally. And if you saw that there, as we pull quite a high G manoeuvre, you see the wings flutter, because you are completely in charge of this aircraft. And you can go wrong very easily. Like now, for instance, I'm struggling with this turn because I'm just, whoa! Oh God, that was very close. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that in the video, because that just shows you how, if you get things wrong, it will bite you big time. And I nearly had it then. That would have been it for VR Flight Sim guy. Let's try that manoeuvre again and just be a bit more mindful of our speed and our angle of attack. You know what? It's those kind of design elements that DCS really bring, that no other flight sim that I know of simulates. All of those different characteristics at different stages of flight, if that makes sense. Right, we're going to try a loop now. And hopefully we'll manage to do some sort of decent display without killing ourselves. Here we go. Over the top of the loop there, being very gentle with the controls. Throttle's going to idle now, and back down we go. It's such a fluid feeling in this aircraft, and how to explain it really. It's like I can feel every bump of air, like I'm moving through a constantly changing atmosphere, and you really feel part of that atmosphere. These clouds look fantastic. You see how we're moving around in the air? It's very difficult to be precise with this, with the Sabre, because it's kind of fighting you a lot of the time. And that's, I think a lot of that is you pick up bad habits, but a lot of these modern jets, they do half the flying for you, but this is completely all about the pilot and the machine in perfect harmony. To straight up, careful we don't go too hard on the G there, and then we'll go away from the airfield, keep checking 300 knots. It is a very fast bird, this, and feeling all of this motion in VR in the HP Reverb. It does not get better than this, guys. You couldn't even pay for this experience not that many years ago. The only way you'd ever experience this is if you was an actual pilot that had the privilege of flying one of these things. My pilot is working hard. You see that light bloom there on the panel? Oh! Again, you see I overcooked that too much. You have to be really in tune with it. Now, I've done some dogfighting this aircraft, and as you can imagine, it is quite a different experience. And I can't wait to show that on the channel as well. Let's go for a 550 knot fly pass. Now, it doesn't have the raw power of, say, an F86, but it has a different kind of note to the engine that is equally as satisfying, and I can't believe the performance I'm getting with all these objects in VR. It's beautifully smooth. 600 knots, here we go. Gotta be careful here. Oh wow. Right up. And we'll do a lazy turn to bleed off speed. And back down the display line again. Do a bit of a hesitation roll here if we can. There we go. You see how we're moving around all the time in the air. And you know, when you watch videos on YouTube, real sort of airshow videos inside the cockpit of some of these classic jets, that's exactly what it's like. On the ground it looks perfect, like poetry in motion. It's just amazing to watch, but you really see the pilot working hard to overcome the aircraft's sort of complaints, really. It's the way it's flying through the air. This is so good. So good. something very honest and humble about a classic jet like this. So we'll do one last looping manoeuvre. It could almost be forgiven to think these clouds are volumetric. If DCS runs this well without Vulcan, goodness knows what it's going to be like. I think it's going to be a big year for DCS actually, and I can imagine by the time this year is out I'll only have about maybe 2 or 3 sims on my hard drive, and that will be the new Microsoft Flight Sim IL2, oh wow, and of course this sim here. And there we go. One last loop to finish our display, and maybe one last fast pass. This will be our final pass for this particular display. Hopefully the people on the ground have really enjoyed our air show. I might actually save this track just so I can watch it again on the ground. "550 knots. In the ground effect there, you can see the aircraft moving around all over the place. Gentle adjustment there. And there we have it, and look at that view. Superb. This is what it's all about, guys. We're very lucky to be able to experience this in the comfort of our own home, really, in our pyjamas, which I am in at the moment. Just wonderful. Really, really, really wonderful. Gear coming down, it's raining again. Those visual effects are really, really nice. I'm going to concentrate now and bring this in. We're a bit too fast at the moment, actually. Bringing that speed down. See if we can get this on the deck safely. Ultimate concentration. There we go. So thanks guys for watching this first look video at the Sabre. I think it's quite clear that I'm in love, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.